That sounds crazy, I know. But for up to 40% of adults over 60, the way they think about water has become a silent enemy. An enemy that disguises itself as just getting older. That nagging fatigue that drains your afternoons, the brain fog that makes you lose your train of thought, the stiff, aching joints that greet you every single morning. We've been conditioned to accept these as the non-negotiable price of a long life. But what if they aren't? What if these are just symptoms of a hidden crisis, a state of chronic dehydration that's quietly hijacking your energy, sabotaging your mobility, and clouding the sharp mind you've spent a lifetime building? For decades, you've followed one simple rule: drink when you're thirsty. Today, I'm here as a medical researcher to tell you that for the aging body, that rule is not just outdated, it's dangerous. In this video, we are not going to just talk about drinking more water. We are going to unmask this invisible enemy. I will give you a new blueprint for hydration, a strategic plan based on rock-solid science that can help you reclaim your vitality. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change everything you thought you knew about aging. Welcome back to Long Live Healthy, your no-nonsense guide to feeling younger, moving easier, and staying sharper, built on real science. And today, we're busting open a hydration habit that could be silently draining your energy, drying out your joints, and even messing with your blood pressure. If you've ever thought, I don't feel thirsty, so I must be fine, then lean in close. This is for you. Let's dive in. The thirst trap. Why your body lies to you about hydration. As a physician who spent decades delving into the intricacies of human physiology, I've witnessed firsthand the insidious impact of a widespread misunderstanding about hydration. It's a concept so ingrained in our minds, yet so fundamentally flawed, especially as we age. We've all heard it. Listen to your body. Drink when you're thirsty. It sounds intuitive, doesn't it? Almost poetic. But here's the stark, unvarnished truth. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already behind. This isn't just a minor oversight. It's a critical misdirection. Think about it. So many of us were raised with this mantra: wait for the signal, then sip. Yet the human body, magnificent as it is, undergoes subtle yet profound changes with age. Your thirst reflex, that built-in alarm system, simply isn't as sharp after 60. It dulls, much like your eyes might need stronger glasses, or your ears require a bit more volume. You could be running on fumes, your internal reserves dangerously low, while genuinely believing you're perfectly hydrated. The symptoms of this silent dehydration are masters of disguise. Fatigue, joint stiffness, that frustrating brain fog, dry skin. We often shrug them off as just getting older. But what if I told you that in many cases, these aren't inevitable signs of aging, but rather dehydration in disguise? I recall a particularly illuminating case, a remarkable woman I'll call Miss Eleanor, a vibrant 72-year-old. She came to me describing a troubling loss of balance and a pervasive sense of just not feeling herself anymore. After a thorough examination, which initially revealed no obvious red flags, I delved into her daily habits. It turned out Miss Eleanor, like so many others, drank only about 2 small glasses of water a day because she genuinely explained, "I never feel thirsty." This, right here, is the core of the problem. Her body signals were muted. We implemented a simple, structured hydration plan. Nothing fancy, no extreme measures, just consistent, mindful sips throughout the day. Within a few short weeks, her transformation was nothing short of incredible. Her energy surged, her balance improved dramatically, and she could once again enjoy long walks without the fear of needing to sit down every 5 minutes. It was a powerful reminder that sometimes the simplest solutions yield the most profound results. This anecdote underscores a critical point. We've been conditioned to react to thirst rather than proactively staying ahead of it. And there's another insidious layer to this. Many seniors, understandably, intentionally limit their fluid intake to reduce bathroom trips, especially at night. The fear of nocturnal falls or interrupted sleep is a very real, valid concern. However, what often goes unrecognized is that mild dehydration increases the risk of falls more significantly than those extra trips to the restroom. Dehydration impairs your balance, coordination, and even affects your blood pressure when you stand up. The bitter irony is that the very fear of falling can inadvertently make you more likely to fall. We must reframe our understanding of hydration. It's not merely about comfort or convenience. It's about robust preventative medicine. It's about maintaining strength, mental clarity, and physical stability. Imagine, no expensive pills, no invasive procedures, just simple, better hydration habits. And this is just the beginning. Coming up, we'll dive into the ideal hydration schedule, tailored for seniors, uncover hidden triggers that silently deplete your body's fluid reserves, and reveal the one common drink many seniors believe is helping, but is actually dehydrating them faster. The urine color code, decoding what clear really means, and why it could be dangerous. One of the biggest misconceptions I still encounter in clinics today is the idea that if your urine is crystal clear, you're perfectly hydrated. On paper, it sounds logical, doesn't it? It suggests a system that's been thoroughly flushed. But here's where the popular wisdom takes a dangerous turn, particularly for seniors. Crystal clear urine isn't always a good sign. In fact, for older adults, it can be misleading and even downright dangerous. Dangerous? You might exclaim. Most people I talk to see it as a gold star for hydration, and that's precisely the myth we need to dismantle. While light yellow urine generally indicates good hydration, excessively clear urine can signal that you're drinking too much, too fast. This can lead to a phenomenon where you're essentially flushing out vital electrolytes like sodium and potassium. These minerals are the unsung heroes of your body, crucial for everything from nerve function and heart rhythm to maintaining brain clarity. So, paradoxically, too much water can actually throw your entire bodily system out of balance. This is especially critical in seniors because, as we age, our kidneys become less efficient. They simply can't process fluids as rapidly or as effectively as they once did. When you overload this system, thinking that more is better, you risk a serious condition called dilutional hyponatremia. That's a fancy medical term for dangerously low blood sodium levels. The symptoms can be unsettling and easily misattributed: confusion, persistent headaches, profound weakness, and in extreme cases, even seizures. And yes, you've guessed it, symptoms like these are frequently dismissed as just getting older. I've seen countless seniors advised to hydrate more, but without any specific context or guidance. They dutifully sip water all day, sometimes far beyond their actual needs, and then suddenly find themselves feeling foggy, lightheaded, or even experiencing muscle cramps. The problem isn't the water itself, but the lack of balance and the depletion of essential minerals. So, the better question isn't, is my urine clear? But rather, is my hydration supporting my whole system? Hydration isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. It's about consistency, careful balance, and precise timing. Your body absolutely needs water, but it equally needs an array of electrolytes: salt, potassium, magnesium, and a proper flow. Guzzling too much water too quickly, especially without adequate minerals, can actually drain your energy instead of fueling it. It's akin to overwatering a potted plant. The roots become soggy, the delicate balance is disrupted, and the entire system weakens. Moreover, what many people don't fully grasp is that proper hydration is intricately linked to muscle strength, joint lubrication, and even mental sharpness. It's far more than simply quenching thirst. This is precisely why how we hydrate matters just as much, if not more, than how much. So, what should seniors be doing instead? We're about to get into that. Coming up, we'll break down the optimal hydration rhythm that works best for people over 60, why your seemingly innocent morning beverage might be making you more dehydrated, and how to spot hidden dehydration even if you believe you're doing everything right. The morning rejuvenation. Your first sip sets the tone. All right, we've busted the myth wide open. Now let's talk about what does work. What kind of hydration routine should seniors truly embrace? The simple, yet profoundly effective answer is small, steady sips throughout the day. Forget the extreme water challenges or the urge to guzzle. Think gentle, consistent hydration, especially during those crucial first 2 to 3 hours after waking. Why the morning? Because your body, by default, wakes up in a state of dehydration. You've just completed a 6 to 8 hour dry fast while you slept. This is precisely when your joints are stiffest, your blood is thickest, and your brain is operating at a slower pace, trying to catch up. And herein lies a common pitfall. Most folks assume their morning cup of coffee takes care of this. That, my friends, is a significant mistake. Coffee, particularly on an empty stomach, acts as a mild diuretic. This means it signals your kidneys to release water rather than hold on to it. So you wake up dehydrated, and then you consume something that further dehydrates you. It's a double whammy. And then we wonder why seniors often feel lightheaded, dizzy, or foggy in the morning. They're amplifying their dehydration before the day has even truly begun. So, what's the fix? Does this mean you need to abandon your cherished morning coffee ritual? Not necessarily. But here's the game-changing trick. Start your morning with 8 to 12 ounces of room temperature water before anything else. If you like, add a tiny pinch of sea salt or a splash of fresh lemon juice for added minerals and flavor. Why room temperature? Cold water can be a bit of a shock to the digestive system early in the day, particularly for seniors with sensitive stomachs. Room temperature water is absorbed more easily by your body, like a gentle rain soaking into dry soil rather than running off the surface. It's a subtle difference with a powerful impact. That image perfectly captures the essence. I can almost picture stiff joints soaking it in like a sponge. Once your body has that initial foundational hydration, you can genuinely enjoy your coffee without the same dehydrating effect. And here's the bonus. Many seniors report improved bowel movements, a surge in energy, and significantly fewer morning aches simply by adopting this one habit. It's not about cutting out coffee. It's about what comes before it. Water first, then your brew. That simple shift alone can remarkably improve blood pressure, stability, joint function, and brain alertness even before breakfast. Coming up, we'll reveal the surprising foods that act as powerful hydration heroes. And then, a critical warning. A common medication combination that's quietly draining your fluid reserves without you even realizing it. You'll want to check your bathroom cabinet after this one. What's hiding in there might explain more than a few of your nagging symptoms. Beyond the glass, hydration heroes in your kitchen and hidden medication traps. Let's switch gears, because hydration isn't just about what you drink, it's also about what you eat. Can certain foods genuinely keep seniors more hydrated? Absolutely. In fact, up to 20 to 30% of your daily hydration can and should come from the foods you consume. And the best part? These are often foods that seniors already enjoy. So, what should be on your plate? Start incorporating more cucumbers, juicy watermelon, oranges, strawberries, celery, and crisp lettuce. These aren't just tasty, they're typically over 90% water and deliver a powerful punch of essential minerals and fiber simultaneously. It's not just water, it's hydration that truly sticks and nourishes your body. These water-rich foods slow down absorption, allowing your body to retain fluids longer. They also help regulate digestion, a common concern for older adults. This explains why some people genuinely feel more energized after a fresh salad than after just a glass of water. It's not in their head. Here's another fantastic tip. Soups and stews are incredible for hydration, especially if you use a nutrient-rich bone broth. Warm liquids tend to soothe the gut while effectively replenishing fluids. But now, let's talk about the other side of the coin. The silent saboteurs that are robbing seniors of hydration without them even realizing it. Medications. This is a monumental issue. So many common prescriptions that seniors take daily blood pressure medications, antacids, allergy pills, various painkillers, come with a hidden cost, and that cost is water. Many of these drugs are diuretics or have a diuretic effect, meaning they cause your kidneys to flush out more water, often more than your body can comfortably afford to lose. So, you're diligently treating one health issue while unknowingly triggering another. Consider blood pressure medications. They are absolutely essential for countless individuals. However, if your hydration isn't carefully adjusted to compensate, you can experience dizziness, confusion, weakness, or even falls. The critical point is that these symptoms are often mistakenly attributed to aging or general medication side effects, rather than the underlying dehydration. When we run laboratory tests, the culprit is frequently just dehydration, a direct consequence of the medication. The solution? Tailored hydration, carefully balanced with electrolytes, specifically designed around the medications you're taking. So, what should someone do if they're on these medications? The answer is clear. Speak with your doctor or pharmacist. Ask them directly, does this medication increase fluid loss? If the answer is yes, then you need to slowly and cautiously increase your water intake and, crucially, add small amounts of natural electrolytes. Think coconut water, homemade bone broth, or even a tiny pinch of sea salt in your drinking water. And please, never assume that simply drinking more is the only answer. As we've discussed, it's about precise balance, because too much water without enough minerals can be just as dangerous as too little. Coming up next, we're going to tackle a question we hear all the time. Do hydration supplements actually work for seniors, or are they just a scam in fancy packaging? Some are indeed snake oil, but a select few can be genuine game changers, especially if you sweat a lot, take certain medications, or have digestive issues. We'll break down what to look for and what to avoid. The supplement solution, when to boost and what to avoid. All right, let's stir the pot a little and talk about hydration supplements. You know the ones, those packets, tablets, or drops that promise to hydrate you 3x faster or give you an instant energy boost. Are they actually worth your hard-earned money? My clinical experience tells me some absolutely are, while others are a complete waste. The truth is, not all hydration needs are the same, and the supplement industry often capitalizes on big promises in small packages. Let's break it down. What should you look for in a legitimate hydration supplement? You're primarily seeking a few key ingredients: sodium, potassium, magnesium, and a small amount of glucose. When these are combined in the right ratios, they don't just add water to your body. They help your cells absorb water more efficiently at a fundamental level. This is the science behind what we call oral rehydration therapy, ORT, a protocol that has been effectively used in hospitals for decades to combat severe dehydration. So, the good supplements are essentially mimicking what hospitals administer. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Many over-the-counter versions are loaded with far too much sugar or too little sodium. And some are packed with artificial dyes and sweeteners that offer zero health benefits. For seniors, excessive sugar spikes and artificial junk are precisely what we want to avoid. What you want is a balanced formula. Look for something in the ballpark of 1 gram of sodium, 400 to 700 milligrams of potassium, 60 to 75 milligrams of magnesium, and just a little glucose to aid absorption, not 20 grams of sugar in neon colors. So, when do seniors actually need a hydration supplement? There are 3 primary scenarios where they can be incredibly beneficial. 1. If you take diuretics or multiple medications that cause fluid loss. We just discussed this. Your body's natural regulation might need a little extra support. 2. If you sweat heavily, either from exercise or prolonged exposure to heat, your body loses more than just water when you sweat. It loses those vital electrolytes. 3. If you have digestion issues that impair absorption, such as IBS, frequent diarrhea, or chronic constipation. In these cases, your gut might not be absorbing fluids and minerals efficiently from regular food and water. For the average senior simply going about their day, sticking to water and hydrating foods is perfectly sufficient. But if you notice persistent signs like chronic dry mouth, frequent muscle cramps, unexplained lightheadedness, or persistent brain fog, even with regular water intake, that could be a clear signal to consider an electrolyte boost. What should you absolutely avoid? Steer clear of anything that promises to be a hydration booster, but doesn't list exact electrolyte amounts. If they hide it behind a proprietary blend, put it back on the shelf Transparency matters when it comes to what you put in your body. And those flavored waters or vitamin waters that claim to hydrate better, mostly hype. Unless they contain those core electrolytes in proper balanced doses, they're often just glorified juice with a fancy label. The real test is simple. Does it genuinely improve how you feel within 30 to 60 minutes of drinking it? If not, it's likely not doing much for your true hydration status. So, hydration supplements aren't magic, but for the right person, at the right time, they can make a significant difference. And remember, always check with your doctor, especially if you're on medication, because certain electrolyte blends can interact with blood pressure or kidney function. Next up, we're going to answer one of the most common concerns for seniors. What's the safest way to hydrate before bedtime without waking up all night or risking a fall? That's a good one. Hydration doesn't have to end in midnight bathroom marathons. We'll share a simple bedtime hydration trick that keeps you nourished and lets you sleep soundly. The Midnight Mirage. Hydrating smartly for sound sleep. All right, we've navigated hydration through the day, but now let's tackle the universal nighttime dilemma. How do I stay hydrated without getting up 3 times a night? It's a genuinely valid concern, and you're right. The fear of falling during those nocturnal trips to the bathroom is one of the top reasons seniors intentionally cut back on fluids after dinner. But as we've learned, this can powerfully backfire. How? Well, if you stop drinking water too early in the evening, say around 5 or 6 p.m., you risk waking up dehydrated with uncomfortable leg cramps, an intensely dry mouth, or even a throbbing headache. And here's the kicker. Dehydration itself can severely disrupt your sleep quality, just like too much caffeine or blue light from screens. So, ironically, avoiding water at night can actually make your night worse. But here's the good news. You absolutely can hydrate smartly before bed without overloading your bladder. Let's talk strategy. You want to wind down hydration window, a small strategic amount of fluid about 60 to 90 minutes before you plan to hit the hay. Think of it like a pre-sleep top-off. Not too much, perhaps about 4 to 6 ounces of water. Or, even better, choose a hydration-rich food or a warm herbal drink that your body absorbs slowly and steadily. What would that look like? Half a cup of warm bone broth, a few slices of cucumber or orange, or a mild, calming herbal tea like chamomile or rooibos. The key is to avoid strong diuretics like green tea or black tea. Those will certainly send you running to the bathroom. So, it's not about how much you drink, but what you drink, and crucially, when you drink it. Timing truly matters. And here's another small but significant tip. Make a habit of going to the bathroom right before bed, even if you don't feel like you absolutely have to. This effectively resets the bladder clock and significantly reduces the chances of waking up unnecessarily. What about people who are still waking up frequently? Could it be something else entirely? Absolutely. Medications, blood sugar swings, even poor circulation can play a role. But from a pure hydration standpoint, that gentle top-off before bed helps maintain stable fluid levels throughout the night without flooding your system. And just like that, you're often sleeping deeper, waking less, and feeling sharper in the morning. That's the ultimate goal, because great sleep and great hydration go hand in hand. One profoundly supports the other. Coming up, we'll wrap up with a concise hydration checklist every senior should follow. A quick, actionable routine you can start tonight to feel remarkably better tomorrow. No guesswork, no gimmicks, just real science-backed habits that genuinely support your energy, clarity, and ease of movement. Your daily hydration blueprint. Live long, live healthy. Let's bring it all together. We've covered a lot of ground today, unraveling misconceptions and building a new understanding of hydration tailored for you. If you're just tuning in, or if you simply want a straightforward action plan, what does smart hydration for seniors truly look like? Here's your blueprint. No fads, no overthinking, just real habits that support your joints, brain, and energy every single day. Let's take it from morning to night. First thing in the morning, grab 8 to 12 ounces of room temperature water before your coffee, before your food. This gentle ritual wakes up your organs, helps flush out toxins accumulated overnight, and instantly rehydrates your system after hours of sleep. Bonus points if you add a slice of lemon or a tiny pinch of sea salt. Your body will thank you for the added minerals. Throughout the day, sip, don't chug. Think small, consistent sips every hour or two. And critically, load up on hydrating foods, crisp cucumbers, juicy oranges, a handful of berries, fresh lettuce in your salad, or a comforting bowl of soup. If you enjoy coffee or tea, absolutely continue to do so, but balance it. For every cup of coffee, have a small glass of water alongside it. This keeps your hydration equation even and prevents that dehydrating effect. For the tricky evening hours, stop drinking large amounts of fluid about 90 minutes before bedtime. But this doesn't mean skipping fluids entirely. A light, warm bone broth, a small herbal tea, or a piece of juicy fruit, like a few watermelon chunks, can offer just enough hydration to get you through the night without those disruptive extra bathroom runs. Medication awareness. If you're currently on blood pressure medications, antacids, or anything with diuretic effects, have an open conversation with your doctor or pharmacist. You may need a specific hydration routine that proactively supports your electrolyte balance, especially if you're frequently feeling foggy, dizzy, or weak. These symptoms are often directly linked to medication-induced dehydration, not simply aging. We've journeyed deep into the silent, often misunderstood world of hydration today, unmasking myths and revealing powerful truths. From the deceptive whisper of thirst to the hidden dangers in your medicine cabinet, we've explored how seemingly small habits can dramatically impact your vitality. But here's the beautiful takeaway, the message I want to resonate with each of you long after this video fades. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge. Think of your body not just as a vessel, but as a meticulously designed ecosystem. Just like the most majestic redwood draws life from deep, consistent nourishment, so too does every cell within you thrive on balanced hydration. You hold the power to unlock renewed energy, clearer thinking, and the graceful movement that defines true longevity. So, as we close this chapter, I urge you to take that first inspired step. Perhaps it's simply placing a glass of room temperature water by your bedside tonight, ready for your first conscious sip tomorrow. Or maybe it's adding a hydrating fruit to your breakfast. Each small, consistent choice you make is a profound investment in yourself, a ripple effect that will echo through every facet of your well-being. At Longlive Healthy, our mission is to equip you with these very tools, not just to live, but to thrive. Remember, your body is an incredible testament to resilience and adaptability. Give it the smart, consistent care it deserves, and watch how quickly it transforms, opening doors to a life of vibrant health and boundless possibilities. You have everything you need within you to make this shift. We believe in you. Go out there and live long, live healthy.